Welcome to Coaches Chat. I'm your host, Paul Money. Tonight we're with Hiland boys soccer head coach Scott Bodiker. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Coach, you're about halfway through your season. You want to talk about how you would grade your team so far, how you're doing, what's your record, how you looking?
Well, we're 10 games in, and so hopefully that is about halfway, if we can make a nice tournament run here at the end. And doing well, I think, just, a little bit inconsistent. The first part of our season, we played probably the tougher half of our schedule. Those four losses, one was to a local team in Chippewa that's become a little bit of a rivalry. I think they were really jacked up to try to beat us. Mm-hmm. And the other three games were, to the teams that this week are ranked 1, 6, and 7 in Division III, the state poll. So, we haven't lost to bad teams, and we've been competitive in all those games. We just have to get over the hump.
So did you feel you played well against those teams that you mentioned that were ranked? Or how did those games go more in detail?
In all three of those games, we knew we were going to have to spend a lot of time defending. I thought we did well defensively. We needed to keep the ball a little bit better and take a little pressure off our defense, particularly the Mansfield Christian game and the Western Reserve game. I thought we created several really good chances and gave ourselves an opportunity to maybe pull the upset. Columbus Academy, that was actually the closest to the three games. It was 2-1, but I didn't think we played as well that game. Mm-hmm. So, we've pretty much won most of the games that maybe we thought we could, with possibly the exception of Coshocton. Mm-hmm. I don't know why we were really flat that night. And credit to Coshocton, they played real well. But yeah, those other ranked teams, though, we scheduled those knowing that those were games probably that were going to be a challenge for us, and we're okay with that.
Okay, so you now playing those teams, are those losses going to affect your tournament seeding? Is it going to help it? Do those other coaches voting realize that those teams are that good, and that you did that to strengthen your schedule?
Well, unfortunately, my experience with the tournament process has been that usually coaches tend to vote pretty strictly on records. Although I think our tradition and our history and our sectional, having won it, I think, 9 years in a row now, I think that's going to help us. That record, I think, speaks a little bit for itself. So, we'll maybe make ourselves work a little harder than we would have needed to, but ultimately I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. I feel like if we come and play the best we can, we should be able to advance. And, if we don't play well, we probably won't advance, and that's the way it should be.
So you've won your sectional 9 years in a row. That's pretty awesome.
Well, yeah, although...
What's the competition like?
In fairness, it hasn't always been the same competition. A few years ago, West Muskingum was a ranked team that we beat in the sectional finals. There was a few years there where Coshocton was pretty good, and that's a challenge. But most years we've kind of been on cruise control through the sectional.
Awesome. Well, that's Coach Scott Bodiker from the Hiland Hawks. Make sure you get out and watch them coming up this season. I'm sure you have some games maybe home this week or coming up soon.
Yeah, we got 6 regular season games left, and 5 of them are at home. This Thursday, we're home with New Philadelphia, and then this Saturday we're home with Lexington, who's a bigger school, new team on our schedule, and they were Division II Final Four team last year, so that's going to be a big game for us, and again, another chance for us to maybe make a statement that we can really play with and beat those good teams.
Sure. So make sure, there you go. They have 5 home games left in this year, so make sure you get out there and see them.